Day 11, Maladaptive Daydreaming Inspired Inktober Prompt List. Today we have hurt. Old hat by now, but for this series, we are just drawing while we talk about the prompt word. And I don't know how to draw. I also will not be talking about my own characters, plots, or worlds. We're just talking about how the words relate to maladaptive daydreaming somehow. So, hurt. Maladaptive daydreaming is such an internal thing that I guess sometimes the physical symptoms might get a little lost, but it does take a toll, on the body. So let's look at that, I guess. Love the hair, dude. Let's go straight for the obvious one, I guess, which would be the various foot injuries from pacing. So we'll give her some little patches on the socks. This one will just put their toe coming right out. You know what? You pace for hours on end every day, you're going to have some foot pain beyond just stubbing your toe once in a while. And you're also going to have some jacked up, janky knees eventually. Repeated physical motion, especially if you're not doing it in a thought out way that will save your joints, will erode your joints. I don't know if erode is the right word, but they're going to hurt. They're going to get sore. Let's also go straight for the ears while we're here. I don't know how to represent tinnitus, so we're just going to give him some noises coming out of the ears. Maladaptive daydreamers have this obsession with music. Some can't even daydream without it. And when it's something that's not entirely in your control, you will push through the pain. Long time ago, when I was young, I had this janky pair of headphones. This was like before earbuds, really. And I'd put them on and I'd try to find a spot in my pillow where they weren't pressed too hard, and I would leave them music blasting all night. I think I told my husband that once, and he was like, "Didn't that hurt?" And yeah, it did. My ears were sore all the time. I still get random pain in them. Not like the tinnitus pain, like physically hurt from being pressed weirdly and having these things cover them while my head was pressed against a pillow, because I don't know, I had to be on my side. I couldn't just be like on my back where they weren't pressing against anything. I'm not sure that would have even helped, to be honest. And it got really painful sometimes. But that's what we do. It's not just a thing you can shut off whenever you don't feel comfortable. Just ignore the pain and keep daydreaming. Another weird physical thing that maladaptive daydreamers do is a lot of us are skin pickers. Not all, but a sizable chunk. I didn't really think of it when I started this series, but this camera's been on my hand for the past 11 days, and I'm sure some of you may have noticed my thumb. I am a lot better at it now, but even still, like you can see, I have where I went too deep and actually made myself bleed there. And the whole side of my thumb, even where there isn't like new activity, is pink from, well, scar tissue, I guess. Not sure that will ever go back to normal skin color. This one's doing a lot better for comparison. That one you almost can't even tell. So let's give some big bruised thumbs here. There we go. And we'll do some the cuticles. My person doesn't really have fingers, but just pretend that's the finger bed. And we'll give them some areas on the face, because that's another common place to pick at, although it can be anywhere. A little shirt here. He's a fan. He's a big fan. Thanks for your support. Loves my art. Another way maladaptive daydreamers feel physical symptoms is through withdrawal. Now, I don't want to say it's withdrawal like with with like a substance abuse kind of disorder. I'm honestly not sure how the two experiences compare, but some maladaptive daydreamers do experience some really awful symptoms when they can't daydream, when they're prevented from it, or even when they purposefully try to stop. And they just, oh, we'll just, I don't know, we'll give them some messed up eyes for the headaches. And we'll give them some little movement lines for the jitters, the restlessness. I don't know why I gave him like pirate shorts. There we go. A little more modern. We should give him too one of those like back braces. Actually, I don't know how to draw one of those. It's got like straps, doesn't it? They come around. There we go. This is for the back pain. That repetitive movement it'll really get you. Gotta watch out while you're young and forming these habits. I mean, even if you're an immersive daydreamer and you're not at risk of being, addicted to your fantasy life, those habits too can come with a lot of the same behavior with the movement and stuff. So even if you happen to just be like a more of an on the immersive side of things, watch your physical activity. Get yourself some good proper shoes. Take breaks, stretch, do whatever you need to so that these don't turn into lifelong chronic pain issues and down the road. Because when you think of maladaptive daydreaming, you don't usually think of the physical consequences and all the hurt there's going to be. But there he is. Look what it's done to this poor guy. All right. If you want to talk about the physical consequences of your daydreaming, leave me a comment, or better yet, draw yourself something, tag it Maddtober, and head over to the Mad Art channel and see what Dr. Levi's up to these days. I'll see you tomorrow, day 12.